Hello everyone. So today we are going to study sinking fund. So in continuation of chapter 1 of AFB. So what is sinking fund? When a fixed amount is required in future and the future date is also fixed. Let's say 5 years, 4 years, 10 years and we require a fixed amounts, let's say 5 lakh rupees. So how to accumulate that money? So that how to accumulate, so for the accumulation means systematic accumulation of that money is required to create that sinking fund. Okay, so I'll just repeat you the sentence here. When a specified amount of money is needed at a specified future date, it is good practice to accumulate systematically a fund by means of equal periodic deposit. Okay, you might have seen the children, they when they want to purchase something in future means जब वो कुछ बच्चे जब कभी फ्यूचर में कुछ खरीदना चाहते हैं तो भी इससे नो आप पैसे जोड़िए. ओके, बट हियर व्हाट इज डिफरेंस, our equal periodic deposit, so here deposit become fixed. Okay, let's say every month you can deposit 200 rupees. Okay, if you require something after 5 years. Okay, but how much amount is required? That amount is called sinking fund. Okay, I'll take one example here. Let us suppose that you want to purchase a new electric car. Okay, there may be cost something here. So when you want to purchase something in future, okay, let's say the cost of car is 17 lakh rupees. Okay, so you want to create this fund over a period of let's say 5 years. Okay, so how much amount you should deposit every month so that after 5 years you are having 17 lakh rupees in your hand. Okay, and when you deposit something, you will also earn interest. So that interest will also added to sinking fund. Or something you might be planning for the admission of your child. Okay, in a college, good college, so you want to give some donation, so for that sinking fund you have to save some money. How much money you have to save every month to create that sinking fund? Or one more example I'll take here. A company want to replace old machine. Okay, let the cost of machine is 50 lakh rupees. Okay, so they want to replace this old money over a period of 10 years. Okay, so how much money they should save every month so that after 10 years they are having 50 lakh rupees in their hand? Because all of sudden उनके पास 50 लाख रुपए नहीं होगा. सो मतलब एवरी मंथ कितना हम लोग जमा करें या कितना सेव करें कि हमारा 10 साल के बाद 50 लाख रुपए हो जाए. ओके, एंड दिस 50 lakh rupees will also have इंटरेस्ट अर्न व्हेन यू डिपॉजिट इन बैंक और व्हेन यू सेव दिस अमाउंट, मीन आप जब सेव करेंगे तो आपको ये अमाउंट इंटरेस्ट भी अर्न करेगा. ओके, सो विल सी व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ दिस सिंकिंग फंड, हाउ टू क्रिएट दिस सिंकिंग फंड. So formula of sinking fund you must just I've written here, you can see, you can recollect what is the formula here. I've written here f equal to a1 plus r to power n divided by r. So I'll just write here f equal to a 1 plus r to power n minus 1 divided by r. So this formula is same as future value of ordinary annuity. Okay, this formula is same as future value of ordinary annuity. So because sinking fund we are going to create in future, so that's why, and this is amount है ना. In the previous formula we put c, so this is the amount which we have to save periodically, means that period may be your monthly, maybe quarterly, maybe half yearly, maybe annually. So this amount you have to save, let's say monthly. सो यदि आप इतना अमाउंट सेव करते हैं एंड रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट विच यू आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम द बैंक में कितना आपको रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है, तो फ्यूचर में आपको इतना अमाउंट यहाँ पर हो जाएगा. सो दिस कॉल सिंकिंग फंड. सो सिंकिंग फंड इज द फंड विच यू रिक्वायर इन फ्यूचर. ओके, so sinking fund is the fund which you require in the future that depends upon your requirement for what you are creating a sinking fund. Okay, sometimes you might be replacing old machine, sometimes you be for your own expenditure, sometimes you'll be wanting to purchase new car, so you have to create one sinking fund. Okay, formula I have written here, so we'll see just example here and will be very clear. Okay, if you wish to grow an annuity of rupees 17 lakh, same example, over a period of 5 years to replace your old car. Suppose you want to purchase one electric car. Nowadays the fashion is of the electric car. यानी आप इलेक्ट्रिक कार परचेज करना चाहते हैं और कॉस्ट कितनी है उसकी 17 लाख रुपीस है. ओके, एंड आपको टाइम कितना है? यू आर टाइम हैविंग 5 years, मीन्स आपको 5 साल में 17 लाख रुपीस आपको इकट्ठे करने हैं. And how much amount per month you need to deposit if interest rate is 12%. That means if you deposit every month some amount, so how much amount you have to deposit in the bank, so that over a period of 17 years you are having the, over the period of 5 years you are having 17 lakh rupees in your hand. Okay, so I'll write here our formula here. So I wrote the formula F equal to A by R 1 plus R to power n minus 1. Okay, so what is F here? I just write the value so that it's very clear. F is we require 17 lakh rupees. Okay, F is 17 lakh. What is rate of interest? Rate of interest they have given 12%. Okay, 12%. But we are depositing every month. So this will be 12 by 12% means 1. So 1 will be converted to 0.01 because divided by 100. Okay, what is n here? N is 5 years. So 5 years you have to need to convert into months. So 5 into 12 means 60 months we are getting here. So n is 60 months. Okay, so now write the formula once again here. But we require here A, means in calculation we require A. So what is A? Now change the formula. So that will be F R divided by 1 plus R to power n minus 1. Okay, FR, this R will go here and A will remain there and 1 plus R to power n minus 1. Now put the value. F fund we require 17 lakh. So R is 0.0 n and divide by 1 plus 0.01 to power n is how much? 60 and minus 1. Okay, so I put the value here. Now use your calculator and find out the value of 1.01. So finally we will be writing here how much we are getting here. So 17 lakh will be multiplied with the 0.01. So we'll get 17. How many zeros? 2 zeros will go. Okay, because you multiply with this, 2 zeros will go. 17 0 0 0 divided by 1.01 to power 60. So if you calculate, you will get 1.8167. So 1.8167 minus 1. Okay, so if subtract minus 1, so we'll get 17 0 divided by 0.8167. Now I divide this value, you'll get the answer. Okay, so I divided with my help of my calculator. So I am getting here 20815. So I am getting here 20815.47. So this is the final answer. That means this is amount which you have to save every month to get 17 lakh rupees in 5 years. Okay, so in this way we can create a sinking fund. So we came to know what is the formula of sinking fund. So formula of sinking fund is same as the formula of ordinary annuity, means we are going to calculate the future value of ordinary annuity that become the sinking fund. Only thing is that we are calculating the how much amount we have to save every month. Okay, now we'll see the second example here. Okay, now a construction company plan to purchase a new machine for rupees 3,50,000 in 5 years. Determine the annual saving required if rate of investment is 12%. So I'll just write the formula once again here. What is the formula? So I'll write the value, what are the values we require and what are the values are given here. Okay, so they want to create a sinking fund of value. What is the sinking fund means? 3,50,000 they want to create. So they require amount equal to how much they require? They require 3,50,000 rupees. Okay, at the end of 5 years. And how much they want to save? They want to save annual saving. Okay, so that means our n will remain 5, will not change because it's not monthly saving. And what is rate of interest? So R is 12% here. Okay, so R is 12%. So 12% means 0.12. Directly divide by 100. Will not divide by 12 because it is annual only. Okay, now use the formula F equal to what with F here? F will be AR divided by 1 plus R to power n minus 1. Now put the value. A is how much? 3,50,000 and rate of interest is 0.12 divided by 1.12. I've directly added 1 plus R. 1 plus R if you add 1 and 0.12. So we get 1.12 power 5 minus 1. Okay, now use the calculator. I'm also using here. You'll get the value of 1.12 to power n. So I multiplied here 1.12 power 5. So I'm writing here means I got 1.762 minus 1. And you multiply also this 3,50,000 into 0.12. How much you are getting here? So we are getting here 42,000. Okay. So put your value 42,000. So this will be equal to 42,000 divided by, so you subtract 1, so 0.762. Now finally divide 42,000 divided by 0.762. So finally we are getting here 55,118. Okay, 55,118.11. Okay, your value may change if because we have taken the approximate value 1.762. Because we have taken the approximate value of this, so sometimes this value may change. The last digit may change. Okay, so don't worry. You may tally with the answer whenever you are getting the choice. So no problem. So we are getting 55,118. That means he has to save, our company has to save 55,118 annually, so that they are having 3,50,000 at the end of 5 years to purchase a new machine. Okay. Now we'll see some new terminology. Means what is bullet repayment? So this is also related to loan only. Means bullet repayment क्या होता है? See, bullet repayment में क्या होता है? When entire loan is paid at the end of the period is called bullet. है ना? bullet की तरह फायर करते हैं ना? So means जैसे आपने देखा गोल्ड लोन. ओके, गोल्ड लोन में क्या करते हैं? आपने देखा होगा फार्मर्स गोल्ड ले लेते हैं. आफ्टर 1 साल के बाद क्या आते हैं? सपोज उन्होंने 3 लाख रुपए का लोन लिया और इसके बाद 1 साल के बाद उनका अमाउंट कितना हो गया? 3,45,361 रुपीज हो गया ना. तो वो क्या करते हैं? 1 साल के बाद आएंगे, पूरा का पूरा 3,45,361 दे के गोल्ड क्लियर कर देंगे. ओके, एंड दे विल टेक देयर गोल्ड बैक. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड बुलेट रिपेमेंट. मीन्स एक साथ आकर के, है ना, ईएमआई भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, एक साथ आकर के पूरा का पूरा अमाउंट पे करेंगे. दैट इज कॉल्ड बुलेट रीपेमेंट. ओके, एंड व्हाट इज बैलून रीपेमेंट? सो बैलून रीपेमेंट में क्या होता है कि व्हाट एवर आउटस्टैंडिंग इज देयर. ओके, व्हाट एवर आउटस्टैंडिंग मीन्स पहले से कुछ पे किया होगा. जैसे गोल्ड लोन में क्या होता है? 3 लाख का लोन था, है ना, उसके पास कभी कुछ पैसा हुआ, उसने क्या किया? ओके, एक बार 40,000 रुपए पे कर दिया, एक बार उसने 60,000 रुपीज पे कर दिया. ओके, तो तो उसने बाद में देखा 1 साल बाद क्या बच रहा है अमाउंट? ओके, 2,45,360 वन अमाउंट बच रहा है. ओके, सो बाद में आके उसने पूरा पूरा ये क्लियर द अमाउंट. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड बैलून रिपेमेंट, है ना. सो व्हाट इज डिफरेंस, देयर इज माइनर डिफरेंस बिटवीन बुलेट पेमेंट एंड बैलून रिपेमेंट. बुलेट में क्या होता है, पूरा का पूरा लोन अमाउंट मींस बीच में कुछ नहीं पे किया, फुल अमाउंट इज ही इज पेइंग एट द एंड ऑफ पीरियड. बैलून में क्या है, वाट एवर आउटस्टैंडिंग इज देयर, ओके, इन बिटवीन ही माइट हैव पेड, बट वाट एवर outstanding is there, he is paying back the that loan amount. Okay, so there is minor difference between bullet payment and balloon repayment. Sometimes people are using the interchangeable also, na, will pay bullet, we pay balloon payment. So in balloon repayment, whatever outstanding is there, that is paid, and bullet is in also whatever outstanding is, that's also paid. But what is difference, in bullet whole amount means in between nothing is paid, whereas in balloon in between something might have been paid. ओके, ओके, इसके बाद हम कुछ दो टर्म और देखते हैं यहाँ पे. व्हाट इज फिक्स्ड इंटरेस्ट रेट, ओके, एंड व्हाट इज फ्लोटिंग इंटरेस्ट रेट. सो फिक्स्ड इंटरेस्ट रेट इज द rate of interest which is fixed at the start of the loan, means it is based on the policy and mutual agreement. Let's say you are giving a loan at the rate of 8%. Okay, so during the tenure of the loan, that rate of interest will remain 8%. Okay, that is not fixed. It is does not depends on the market condition, economic condition, and the policy of the bank. Whatever is there, that interest rate remain fixed. Okay, what is floating interest rate? So in floating interest rate, the rate keep on changing. Okay, but nowadays we are not going for the fixed interest rate because many factors are there. So we are adopting the floating rate of interest. Like MCLR is there, है ना? MCLR keep on changing. RLLR is there for retail, है ना? Loan we are going for the RLLR. Okay, so MCLR rate is decided by the banking policy and they keep on revising every month. Similarly, RLLR they also keep on revising every month. Okay, so this is the floating rate of interest nowadays we are adopting. So this is the difference. Means fixed rate of interest will remain fixed. It does not change with the time. Where the floating rate of interest, it keep on changing. Okay, so this is the difference between fixed and floating rate of interest. So MCLR and RLR are the examples of the floating rate of interest. Okay, so with this we'll finish our class. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please subscribe my video if you are not subscribed, and you can share with your friends also, so that when we are uploading new video you are getting the notification also. So click on the notification button also, so that when I am uploading a new video, immediately you are getting it. Okay, thank you very much, have a nice day.